Fuck. God damn it. No, it was in here somewhere. Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah.
Just a heads up, it'll probably be here within about 10 minutes.
Well, okay. Fuck. The hell did it go? Jesus.
Hello.
Hello, what? Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hmm. Oh.
Looks good. And it actually runs nice, but.
Hi, Steve.
Hey, how you doing?
Okay.
I'm gonna switch to the, yeah, just gonna show you what we got so far. We're in the museum here. Here's Charlie Grant. This is Doug's new setup. You know, this is Doug's setup here. And this is Doug's new module,
Is this HO or O?
O gauge. Pretty cool. Got firehouse,
Yeah, I don't ever see that one before.
front out
Remember
building. Yeah,
seeing the
this is
burnout house though?
yeah, yeah, bus station,
Don't remember that.
Greyhound bus. Yeah, and trestle and loop. This is the O gauge setup, and then over here we have. This looks familiar too. I'm trying to figure out whose is this module. I don't
Not
know. What's
sure, oddly enough.
Yeah, this is like electric. One of those beach cars.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. TC. This is Mike Tracino's module, new module on the seashore. Cool. So apparently, I think they're getting dinner right now. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna show you guys the museum. It's pretty cool, actually. Go out here.
Yeah, it's a novel idea, the traction meeting in the helicopter museum.
Yeah.
Whose idea was it?
I think it's a collective idea. This is you and I. A view. We got pretty nice helicopters here. You know,
No
starting
No
from
photo
the-
run bys tonight? No.
No,
I could use one of those to circumvent Pittsburgh traffic. Roads stink around here and the drivers are worse.
yeah.
It's here, Dad.
What, Nick?
It's here.
Excuse me, I'm going to get dinner. I'll bring it back.
Okay.
And I'll get hungry.
It is some pretty nice models here.
Hmm.
All different types of helicopters, even to the experimental types.
Wow. Yeah, I never heard of this place. Has it been around a long time?
Yeah, apparently they got a lot of inventory. There's stuff inside the building and there's
Wow.
stuff outside the building.
It's
Hmm.
about 20 years old.
Oh, that's
you
long
see.
after my time in Philadelphia. All right.
Yeah, they got a lot of different models, especially a lot of models from the early 50s and 60s.
Okay.
Double rotor models. This one here is pretty cool from the 50s with the bubble front. Seeing them.
That's the one I thought about. It's a really good show.
Oh, that's over there. The MASH show was over there. The MASH helicopter. It's on the other side of the museum. They have a lifelike one over there.
That's what I was talking about. It
Yeah.
used to be a TV show.
Here's the HO scale layout. That's Larry's layout, so everybody knows this. This is like the model room here. They have a model of MASH, you know, the little TV show with the Korean War. Got a model there.
Where's Clinker? He'll be here in a little bit.
This is a model room. Various models in this room. Pretty cool. Various cases there. All different types of helicopters, from the experimental to here's the Osprey.
Hmm.
Even the Hueys. You have Marine One here. Yeah, we'll go back out in the main area here. Definitely right there. So you got some of the other helicopters they have. Yes, probably seen this one right here from 50s movies.
Yeah, it looks familiar, but
I'm doing that so you guys don't get hungry. My son bought me General Tso's chicken and shrimp.
Here's the MASH helicopter, full size.
It's good.
Looks a lot smaller in person from, you know, seeing it on the MASH show. Looks actually kind of homemade. They got a lot of Marines type helicopters here. This one here is pretty cool.
pretty small, but hey.
Yeah, it has like a bubble top. Elevated cockpit, actually. You know, like with the winch. pretty neat. Actually,
Yeah, it looks like it can carry a lot of stuff.
yeah. Can almost hear the noise from it if it was
Yeah.
on. Here's one of these homemade kits. Yeah, it actually operates on pulleys.
Huh.
Like the kind of pulleys you would see in a car. Pulley system.
Almost looks like one of those James Bond helicopters.
Yeah, right. This one here is like it's got some gun turrets on it. Is this Chinook? CH. I think that's Chinook. I think this one here is the biggest one inside. Search and rescue. So you kind of get an overall view of the museum. And these are just the ones that are inside. There's a whole bunch more outside.
Hmm.
Come in. Hi. I got stranded.
You know, you called me and he called your brother and then he called you an Uber
Yeah,
and now you're here.
yeah. In fact, what my brother has is he's got some type of Uber business thing
Yeah.
where he can call up and
And get
send
you.
anybody anywhere.
Well, I'm glad you're here. We just called him. I actually called you to check on you, but you didn't answer, so we called him back.
That's because I'm watching this Zoom program.
Oh, okay. All right. All right. Alan, I'm gonna leave you to it, okay?
Okay, well, thanks.
Glad
What?
you're okay.
What we need is some way to rescue people who have trouble getting back here.
Yeah, they do, but because you're independent, they usually call your POA first. But if you was like
There
under
was a lot of displays, interactive displays
What do you
there.
mean POA?
like your brother.
Oh, okay.
So we called your brother and then to see what they want to do. Because
Ah,
you're
okay.
independent.
Okay.
But if you have somebody who really can't for themselves, they have transportation that goes get them and stuff.
Okay, so that's the deal.
Yeah, that's the deal.
Okay, well, at least I understand it a little better.
Yeah, even though you're here, you're not,
Yeah,
you're still moving, you can still move around, you can still do all that.
yeah,
Some people can't, so
right.
if you want to go on that list, then you gotta put yourself on there or ask your brother and all that, right? All right,
Okay, thanks.
but good thing you did call us, so that's a good thing. And if anything next time, we'll still, even if your brother did not answer, we were still gonna go get you, we're still gonna go get you.
Oh,
But first, we had to call him.
okay.
Right?
To see if they can make it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see if he can make it.
Right. If he couldn't, then we could have.
You know that barking detergent is 85% water, right? Really? It's this much water.
I was
Pay for what you said. That's why.
But
It's super concentrated. So
that-
I pay
having
for
said-
Somebody gotta
yeah,
mute their TV.
yeah, probably needs at least a jump.
Yeah, a little bit of tune up or something.
But, and the thing is, I found that the best way, it's near Chester and Cotman,
Mhm.
you know, I found the best way to get there was SEPTA,
Yeah.
except it was a bit hard on my feet. Yeah, because my walking still isn't, I mean,
Your metal have transportation. You could sign up for where you want to go.
except only the doctor's offices.
Hmm.
They won't take it.
Oh, they won't take you to all the little personal stuff, huh?
Yeah, they
Only
won't take it.
doctor office.
Yeah, they won't take it anywhere except to a doctor.
Oh, well,
Hey, Alan, can you mute, please? Thank you.
So, and cab service is absolutely terrible. And the kind of cell phone I have,
they don't use technology, huh? When
it's the older style, and it doesn't really do text messages and all that stuff. So, so for me to call Uber, it doesn't work very well.
They need like an app or something.
Okay.
But
Well,
I'm glad you called.
I mean, that was the first thing that I was trying to get back here.
Yeah, I'm glad you called. Because as soon as you called me, I went to my supervisor and she called your brother, and then he tried to figure out the way.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Just checking on you, Mr. Allen. Be careful, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Everyone's supposed to. No, I just. Yeah. It's just. So I put in a wall. It's, it's more palatable.
How many layouts are up?
There's 2 old gauge layouts. This one's running now. That one over there is still dormant.
Okay.
And there's an HO scale layout in the other room.
Yeah, now this one is, this one isn't tripping.
You can hear the relays go clickety, clickety, clickety.
Nice RV there. Doug spares no details. He's got the telephone poles, he's got light poles, signs. grapes in the street. Yeah, he's got pigeons. Trash cans. Real nice.
Was that a burned out building right next to the firehouse?
Yeah, that's the fireworks factory.
Oh, yeah.
You could have gotten here quicker.
It's all gutted in the back.
It's a fireworks factory,
Huh?
according to the sign on the side.
Yeah. Somebody must be
Like
smoking.
the one in Naked Gun?
Yeah. Right next to the firehouse. How about that, huh?
Yeah.
Lucky it
Lucky
didn't
the
blow the
firehouse didn't go down.
firehouse roof off, wasn't it?
Yeah, it should at least be singed, right?
That's it. They were too busy controlling their own fire to help the fireworks place.
We didn't have enough cherry bombs.
So we got some movement over here. Yeah, this car here runs like a train. Oh. What's the jinx?
Pretty cool. This desk behind me is the reason I don't have a layout in the basement. I'm always doing programs for the trolley museum. And the one I got to do for February for an OSHA group, I guess older people, is one on Philadelphia. So, and they're not rail fans, and I don't want to show picture after picture of near sides floating down the street. So I've got to try to figure out, you know, what type of a history I want to put together in 45 minutes. Call went off.
You said for a bunch of older senior.
Yeah, this is like older continuing education here in Pittsburgh. It's called OSHA, OS.
Okay,
Hey.
how about photos of crowds on Market
No, I haven't
Street?
seen them. I haven't seen him on
Fairmount Park
yet.
and stuff like that.
Wait, two of you talking. I don't have my hearing aids yet. They're coming. So, yeah.
How about crowds of people on Market Street and that area and maybe Shive Park, and they might not remember that, but
Well, yeah, I'm gonna try to get it people oriented. Although I don't have access to everybody's Philadelphia
Hey,
photos.
Charlie, how you doing?
They're all out here.
Yeah, I'm on Zoom now.
Oh, okay.
You know,
What they want
talk
you to
about
do is,
as
you can log
PRT
in.
developed, didn't they have an airline during the session?
Oh.
PRT ran an airline.
What you
for
could do
6
is
years.
either, I don't know if she can log in.
Yeah, I'm trying to get
Over
on
there?
my computer, but I don't know whether.
Okay.
you might want to try the Free Library of Philadelphia, see
Mhm.
what they have on their website from their photo collection.
Okay. They used to have, maybe they still do, the Gibbs Smith collection. Yeah, I'm really not looking forward to taking a trip anywhere during, you know, December, January, February, or March. The winters out here can be brutal up in the hills in the Alleghenies. In fact,
Be glad you're not in Buffalo.
yeah, well, don't forget, they're just north of here.
I know.
Yeah, we get some of that. They call it lake effect snow. We just didn't get the 5 feet,
9.
Oh,
but
Yeah.
it doesn't take much if you're going, let's say, I mean, I wrecked a car in the turnpike and
oh,
right before
somebody told me,
Thanksgiving, not this year. I was heading out to a
Ellie
postcard
Lane
show in York and I
said when you
went
did
up
it,
and
you
up and all of a
do it,
sudden it was snow.
landscape, because that fits better when people
Wrecked the
scream.
car.
Oh, the thing is, I think if I turn it the other way, it's not turning with it. That's the
Oh,
yeah. Usually when you turn it, it should flip. And it doesn't flip.
Gary Lane on or not, I don't remember.
Uh,
He's the one that made the comment there.
yeah. No. Let's see what's going on in the HO area. Oh. Oh, yeah, huh?
Steve, did you show a picture of that drone on the way in?
Drone?
Yeah, it's in the, near
Yeah.
the front door on the left side. You can ride in it.
Right here. Yeah. It's called
Yeah.
the Kitty Hawk Flyer. Yeah.
Ah,
It's like a
Yeah,
life-size
it's
drone.
15 to 20 minutes of flight time.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Like a car of the future, right?
I thought it'd be kind of neat.
Yeah.
Just
Well,
need
you
a
have to
lake,
fly it over
just need a
water,
lake to
though.
land it on, that's all.
Yeah, I don't see any landing gear. Like it just flies over water.
Say again?
It's like these pontoon style
Yeah,
things on the
I was
the wings.
talking to the, I don't know, director or docent or somebody. And there's only a handful of those things made. And it's totally amphibious, so great if you have a lake, but don't expect to stay up a long time.
Mhm. Yeah, a lot of interesting stuff in here, though.
Evening. It's a guy from Indiana. Don't hold that against me. Everybody's got to be somewhere. But I'm looking at this. This looks, you know,
Your sound cut out, guy from Indiana.
well, now that's no good. Am I back?
Yes,
Yes,
Okay. My question was, oh, I got a message here saying my internet connection is unstable, so that's good. But like the rest of me. But on the modules, how is the overhead handled in a modular way? I mean, the poles lift up, is the overhead wire? I'm just trying to envision how that's put together and taken down.
There's a connection piece like right here that I'm showing. You see that connection piece there? There's one on this side of the pole.
Yes.
Little piece of wire they put in between the two modules.
Okay, so
Here, it's just a piece of wire that attached to the two modules. Same thing here. You know, it's
okay,
got an extension on it. You can see that there, but there's a wire that goes between modules that connects the two.
okay. Are the poles permanently mounted on the modules?
Yeah, so this pole here is permanently mounted, and then this one over here mounted, and you span the two.
Okay,
Span between the two poles.
okay.
Same thing here.
All righty. So you can pretty much, the overhead on a module is kind of built.
Right.
And, okay, and the connection to the next one is what you put in. Okay, thank you.
Just for your curiosity, were there any interurbans that had an RPO that used a hook to catch the mail on the fly?
I can't say there never were, but I don't remember ever seeing a photograph of that.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, somehow the way interurban stopped so frequently, I would suspect they just picked up the mail when they were picking up passengers or drop it off. Never seen a picture of it though. Somebody would have photographed that, you would think.
Were you able to log on?
I think I logged off.
Okay.
I had my computer and kind of, you know.
Yeah, let me see if you're on here. We got 11 participants. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Milwaukee car, you took it off?
Yeah, and you worked on that yourself. It was all ready to go. Interestingly, it was owned by someone. This was owned by George Little. U.S. State Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, Improving Affairs. Oh, okay. So I was not sure who it was. I have worked that one I brought to a friend. His wife put him such a
Smooth. Very smooth.
Jessica Rabbit, right here.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's running real smooth.
Yeah, she is. I'm trying to get a Toontown for the destination.
What's it say, San Bernardino or something on it? Or?
It's just Los Angeles.
Oh, okay.
Pasadena, yeah. Toontown is perfect.
Yeah, you need a Jessica Rabbit or a Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, exactly. And that is someone I want to put in there. I'm gonna see if I can get a voluptuous woman operator to be at the top. Very, very, very voluptuous.
Yeah.
Remember, she's not bad. She's too drunk.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yep.
It's like an underfloor drive?
Well, they were knockoffs of street car stuff, which is why places are really grumpy. So I've had a couple of fireworks with you know, I'm gonna tell Jack because we're all. Because you want to develop that stuff, but we should have paid them. They did. Doesn't like that.
Yeah.
I've been seeing a lot of these on eBay lately. Okay.
There was a big vendor that and there's scout auction. There's a scout auction 2 Mays ago
Mhm.
that the person had an enormous amount of North Shore stuff.
Yeah, I've seen
Possibly
that.
had every North Shore car ever made,
Uh-huh.
and he had an enormous amount of Pacific Electric stuff.
Yeah.
And most of that seemed to have been bought up by the guy who goes by the handle of Brass Monk. He's out of Oconomowoc, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? He's a big and cellar old school grass. So he bought almost everything up. And, oh. He bought almost everything up, and since then we've been releasing them slowly.
Okay, yeah. So like 3 or 4 of them were.
Yeah, so there's one of these that runs just recently for close to $700.
Mhm.
I don't want to say mine's in nice condition, but
Oh, that came off.
that was how to feed 6 sections with 6 poles. Still have insulators at the ends.
What these remind me of is old Three Stooges episodes. They always had Pacific Electric cars running in the background.
Yep.
I used to watch them just for that. It's an extra little perk. Yeah.
Easter egg.
I remember that one specifically was when they were firefighters, and the fire station was right outside a car line. Like 10 cars came past in that episode.
I'm trying to find something you can afford.
Hey Bob, how's it going, man? Ready to start a new hobby?
Those are really good hobbies. It malfunctions, it crashes, and you're done with it.
Yeah.
It was a long time ago, a guy had a model submarine and put it in the Delaware River.
Oh man.
And they ran out of territory. It never surfaced. Which is like 7 feet long. That's probably $1,000 back then.
Oh yeah.
Why would you do that? Damn, that's stupid. That's for a swimming pool.
Shoot, no, I had the string attached to it or something.
We used to have one that was made by, I think, Rebel years ago. It had a motor, the diving planes, it dove for like 10 seconds, leveled off for 10, surfaced for 10, and fired a missile. I ran it in a friend's pool. So it placed that thing. That's like Model Aircraft. Oh, I had one when I was a kid. I had one when I was a kid. I watched some of the remote ones that are on YouTube.
Oh, they had about the jets.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Over those guys had to have like radio range of like 5 miles because they have some of these jets. that can go up there.
It was in the area, but apparently he lost the radio was on or something, or the battery died. It smashed into about 1,000 pieces. I said, ah. It's my type of hobby. You run it once and you done with it. We set up somewhere once. I forget where it was or what it was, but they had a bunch of the engines. They used for the model planes.
It's the Medicare annual enrollment period of this year.
Well, he was doing pretty good. Yeah, just until now. He's about to run off the track. About to run off the table.
It almost looks like that would be a Gary Johnson car. Moxie. Donald had one. Then. Henry Elser took a HO trolley to go two axle trolley and spread the axles on it, made it each truck.
Okay.
That's 1-800-815-9426 now.
Jumper. For some reason, this one always got a lead. My puppy's doing the weekends, so most of the time, let's do the back one.
Where is your son working?
What's going on there?
Yeah. Life is life or not. Hello? Hello?
You're not on mute.
Yeah. No, doesn't say mute.
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah, like I
We
see.
hear you.
You hear you?
Yeah, I think it's picking up because I see the microphone here is going green.
Okay.
So I don't know what we need to do to make it switch or something.
Some hissing noise in the background.
Oh, whoever talks. Oh, he should talk.
Hello?
I hear you.
Hello? He's hearing you.
Charlie, I hear you.
Chris says he's hearing you, Charlie. Okay, but it's not picking up, I guess, the picture from here.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
Yeah. Maybe on?
Maybe because he's talking, it's not picking up. Because when he talks, we go straight to him. Yeah. We're always still learning about Zoom, I guess. Are we started?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Welcome everybody to the American Helicopter Museum. We thank them for hosting us today. It's a wonderful museum, lots of models, lots of prototypes, as well as actual helicopters over here. Very interesting. I encourage everybody to walk around, take a look at all the displays, even the ones that are, conceptual prototypes. That's pretty cool. So, we have modules here. We have O gauge modules, we have HO scale modules. No gauge in the community room, the HO scale models are in the model room. Welcome everybody here today for this meeting. I think we're also going to be here tomorrow, Saturday, and also here Sunday too, right? That's good. Okay. Welcome everybody on Zoom. People who are here for the first time, welcome to our Zoom meeting. Yeah. So let's just talk about East Penn business. We're still on track for the meeting in May of next year. Charlie, how are we doing money-wise?
Good. In fact, I can give a treasurer's report.
Yeah, you did some nice treasury report, and you could talk about how much money we have.
And the treasurer's report, the cash in the bank accounts. We have $167.48 in the cash account, $2,875.99 in the checking account, $17,781.13 in the money market account, and $83.19 in the PayPal account, for a total of $21,107.79. And the calendar sales are doing good. Hopefully we will sell out.
That's good. How are the main sales for SEPTA? Do you need to actually finish them, or how are we looking there?
SEPTA, I guess I initially brought them 35 calendars, and they ordered 25 more. I delivered them a couple weeks ago.
Wow, it's not even supposed to be year yet. So
Yeah.
that's good. Seems like that's the man back. So.
Yeah.
All right. And we paid installment for the meeting, right?
Yes.
We have to do some more legwork in coming months on setting up the meeting, and also some of the activities of the meeting, as well as securing workshops. So I'm putting the word out now. Anybody who wants to do any workshops, for the meeting May, get in contact with us and we'll set you up. We have usual suspects who want to do workshops, but we want to extend that offer out. Anybody who's doing workshops or presentations at the meeting. We're going to have an area, as we did last time, blocked off for those activities. Any questions about the meeting? Questions in general? Before we go to what?
Have the hours for setup and tear down been published yet?
They're going to be the same as they were last time, that Thursday. Before we're going to have pretty much the whole day set up. And like it was last time, we were going to tear down.
We're not hearing you, Steve.
What do you say? Just like last time, we're going to have the setup day Thursday. That whole day Thursday to set up. And on Saturday, we're going to have the tear down after the meeting is over, which is normally it was like 5 o'clock till we had to be out of there around 10 o'clock that day. So you have that time for tear down.
Thank you.
All right. Any other questions? All right. Any prototype news? I know I've seen pictures on Facebook of a new batch of PCC2s that are being painted down at Woodland Shops. You guys have any information about that?
To go along with that, there is new rail on Girard Avenue between Girard College and 29th Street.
Yeah, so it seems as though they're making way for the new equipment on the 15th. Hopefully we see that soon. I think that work that's going to happen on Girard Avenue is going to take a while. Looks like they're going to be pretty much from 28th to Girard College, I guess. That's the stretch.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's going to take I guess it's all concrete with it. Asphalt median seems to be the standard they're doing now. Any other prototype news? Anybody online got any prototype news? Nope. All right, how about any model news?
Oh, that already happened.
There is, since we bought all of those kits for the short fast cars from Baltimore Meyer, he provided one extra shell, and there's a floor and all of the parts needed. It's an unassembled kit, and he called it a second. There's a minor, and you saw it, Charlie, a very minor flaw in the roof line that you could probably sand in 2 minutes. It's actually in East Penn's possession right now, but anyone who wants it can have it for $55.
What gauge?
HO. Well, he is planning to do an O-scale version of it. There's been a fair amount of interest among the O-scale guys. Apparently, at least 5 people want them. What was the prototype? The Atlantic City Inshore Surf Festival.
How about the Bowser? Any word on those?
In the future.
Stuff in
They're advertising
the
them.
container somewhere?
They're advertising them. But when they're going to be imported, unclear.
Any other prototype news? Model news?
I still have a large supply of modeling, automation, and layout supplies, some of which was donated by the widows of deceased members, some of which I bought at the very cheap at Radio Shack bankruptcy sale, or bought at wholesale prices by the hundred from Mauser and DigiKey. So for any of you that are building things, you're welcome to get in touch with me and see what I can do for you. I have supplied some assembled relay packages for automation to other modelers. And then in the opposite direction, I would like to buy or rent O-gauge modular through loops or junctions. We don't have many of them in circulation anymore for the meets. I would like to get 2 of them. Yes, I do have the skills to automate such things. So maybe if you don't want to sell but want to rent, I could eventually return it to you automated.
Speaking of modules,
Yeah, I'm looking for O-gauge modular through loops.
so what we were talking about last month was getting an index of all the modules that we have displayed. And from that index, we'll create a plan that could be shareable so that we know what we have for one. And if we plan on doing a display, we can kind of mop them out beforehand. I think that'll help a lot of the planning that we use. So I'm going to volunteer my services for adding up any modules that we can, and it's just a matter of being able to measure them. You can start really first if you want, and then you can kind of work the algorithm and the gauge and try to get them all categorized. Even just for posterity, I think we should have an index of all the modules that we have. And we can also use those for display items online. I mean, a lot of people they know that they're trying to make a module, but they need inspiration to make a module. And if they see examples of that online, then they can be inspired to make their own product. I think that's a very, what we should probably strive to do is get that at least memorialized on the net. All the modules and everybody's work.
Yes, I would like to do or help with such an endeavor.
So we'll try to do that in due time as well as planning for the upcoming meeting. I said before, if anybody has any workshops they're going to do on presentations, get in contact with Charlie himself. Or we got a member of the board to set that up. Any other model news? All right.
I have been building more modules. And still have parts, rails, ties, lumber, poles, wire to build more.
Keep on cranking them out. No. Open floor. Anybody have anything you want to say? Get off the chest. Right, Preston?
Is there any interest in having an East Penn Day at the Brantford Trolley Museum, the now called the Shoreline Trolley Museum, operated by the Brantford Electric Railway?
Yeah, I think it'd be good for the group if we did a meet at a trolley museum site. I guess it's a matter of timing now because we do have a meeting May. maybe something that happens after the meeting, you know, like July, August or something like that. I would be amenable to that, and we could, you know, take the temperature of everybody else, and we have to kind of forward something like that, of where people want to go, if they want to go to Brantford, if they want to go to Baltimore, if they want to go somewhere else. We could put something together.
Maybe you do it in May or June of 2024, the off year for the meet.
Yeah.
We probably don't have to plan now.
Yeah. But just put it out there that, you know, we're trying to, I tried to do something last year, but we did have that one event where we did the way of trolley. Yeah, pretty good credit. Then. So I think something like that, you know, he has connections with,
Yes, we could.
kind of like set something like that up.
If we did it on an off day, we could just take over the museum for what we want to do. Yes, there would be a charge, but then everybody who pays would get to run a car for a trip.
Right. Okay, we can talk about it.
And of course, by having that many people and that many cars and trips, there would be plenty of opportunities for unusual photographs.
Right.
Something a little closer. There were several trolleys out at the Middletown and Hummelstown Railroad.
Yes.
Are they still there? Is the railroad still up?
I haven't heard of very many of them moving, although I have heard of them getting rustier.
Yeah, they've been decomposing out there.
Yeah, I think I went past there and traveled, and nothing was going on. We put a new station out there, and I went out there and looked at it, and, you know, I checked the museum out, and there was nothing going on. Yeah.
Remember, the present Middletown and Hummelstown Railroad is the new name for the Mason City and Clear Lake trolley line. Yes, someone bought the corporate shell of the Mason City and Clear Lake from the Iowa Terminal Railroad, and then used the company to buy the Middletown and Hummelstown branch from the Reading Company, and then changed the corporate name.
All right.
Good. Anybody else have anyone? Okay.
Sure, subject. The Detroit United Railway Club in Southeast Michigan is the one.
Yeah.
Well, with the loss of Howard Andrews, thank you. It pretty much was going on autopilot, and because of the lack of layout, so in the bylaws, it says that each member has to have a layout for module, and staff host one meeting a year, and they just couldn't. Nobody has a new layout. Nobody's building new layouts. And with Howard gone, he was pretty much the spark plug behind keeping this thing moving. And now he's gone, and things are pretty well collapsed.
I see 2 entries in the chat. Are they anything worth telling us about?
Charlie, well, I think this is the stuff here.
We'll be able to click it on.
No, I have to move the arrow over and the mouse is not working. Yeah. You wrote the check. All right, well, anybody have anything else for the close?
What are the hours tomorrow and Sunday here? Sunday after 5, we get to start.
Okay.
Maybe I think the two shots was directed to you. Somebody want to know, is there an email address for the state items? And also they wanted to cover a better definition of what a through module was.
Thank you. I'm looking for an O-gauge modular loop that is not the end of the line, that also has tracks going continuing on beyond the loop. Like think the Aiden loop or
The short loop.
yes, a short-term loop with the main line tracks continuing beyond.
All right. Okay, well, nobody has anything else, that's all I have for this.
Where are we next month?
Are we at,
Going to Cherry Valley.
I think that was,
Is John arranging?
I don't know if you've answered. Yeah, so. Again, we thank the helicopter museum for having us here. I don't know if you can donate something for to them. We could at least give them our thanks. Yeah. Yeah. Second deal. Thanks everybody for coming. Hopefully we see a lot of you guys next week and this month. Yeah. You all right?
Oh, all right, let me get something running.
Yeah, it sometimes works and sometimes doesn't work. It is there.
There, I'm not sure.
Well, we can do this, but. Yeah. Up at the upper top corner. If we might, can you switch us to the theater?
I know, for some reason, this is set up, it doesn't switch. I was looking at the other computer and that's fine, it's recognizing who's ever speaking.
Oh, yeah.
But for some reason, this one doesn't want to pick up.
I think that's how it works is if Jim, whatever is on, say you're on this, it doesn't look like you're speaking, but everybody else sees it.
Yeah, yes, in other words, I see this, but if I go on my computer, I see this.
Right.
Because that's speaking, but for some reason, this one doesn't want to show itself.
I think wherever you are, you won't see yourself.
Yeah.
You see everything else.
So I guess we can log off of this one then. Let's see.
Oh, I think they.
Now this, I'm gonna back in here. All right. Don't back up, Jim. Now, if they ever get this thing running over here on the left, this is nice. This is a really nice setup. All right, you think you got this one running? No. That's the force. There's all sorts of.
Yeah. You can find, yeah, you definitely can find one of those there.
I use this here and then. something-
Yeah, that's good.
You're looking for a module like this, but small, probably smaller, right?
Yeah.
Good to see you. Have no lights go out when the truck stops. Wow. The lights go out when the trolley stops. No, hope we don't. My light out, but this is good. It's not- No, no. My next one will be my first. Yeah. Okay. All right, Paul. Great holidays. Have a great holidays.
Okay. I'll see you all guys later. I gotta answer a phone call.
There's.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
See you guys
See you tomorrow.
tomorrow.
They're only two that has the upper, the cloud covers are at the end.
Yeah.
Where are you headed? You ready to go home? Yeah, I was talking to
You motherfucker. Fuck.
Dave ain't gonna be here tomorrow, so. He never sends me, if I show up, I ain't bringing anything, but I ain't gonna anything with him around.
All right, see.